Hello, everybody. It is your host, Brad Bolenbaugh, the lead developer of Apostle Games, coming to you live from North Carolina of the United States of America. Man, I am excited to be bringing you guys a developer log number 2. I've done a lot of stuff over the past couple weeks, and I can't wait to show you. But before we get started, I just want to say a big fat thank you to everybody. I am absolutely overwhelmed at the reception that we have received. Ever since we published on Steam, I'm just blown away. We are looking at, after the first 2 weeks, we're looking at just around 2,000 wish lists, almost. I don't even know what to say. I'm just absolutely blown away. I'm incredibly grateful for the response and just your guys' support. It is amazing what's happening with this game. So, thank you. Okay, so the first thing I would like to show you guys that I worked on over the past couple weeks are these enemy cards. I've got Photoshop open here. I went ahead and revamped these just because the information that was given previously just wasn't really what the player, I think, at least in my opinion, really wanted to see. So I basically revamped these cards. Now this is just a goon, ruffian, and a thug. These are just examples, but I went ahead and added their hit rate because that's going to be incredibly important, and also their percentage of blocking. I also added 3 icons down here, which is going to show their weapon and their offhand, which can be like a shield or something like that, and then also their primary armor, which would be the armor for their torso. I also included, and this is what I had before, was their maximum life, but I've also added their maximum faith as well. I kept this bar down here the same. This is where the health bar, the life bar, and then up here, I went ahead and just moved the status effects window right here. So this probably isn't going to make sense to you guys just yet because you haven't really seen the game, but trust me, this is going to be so much nicer to work with as a player who's trying to play strategically. So I just wanted to show that to you guys first, and but the real thing I really want to show you guys, I'm really excited about, is the new combat instance. So let's come over here and check this out. Okay guys, so here we are in King's Forest. This is going to be the very first combat instance that's going to be in the game that are going to have really, really low level enemies that you can fight. They're going to be very, very weak. These are meant to be like the first place that you go just to kind of get your combat skills honed in, I guess you could say. In this, there's going to be a mission. And I just completed making this. I've added a few new things too visually, and that is like the water here now has algae in it. I also wanted to show you guys this new bridge, which is really cool. Since this is going to be like a big bandit encampment, there's going to be like these torches that are set up all over the place to help light your way. As you can see here, we also have algae in the water, and something new, we have fish. We have fish in the water now. Before we did not have fish. Look at them, they're so cute. And they actually move around like fish. Getting the behaviors was a lot of fun. Okay, so let's see here. Over here, now this is going to be full of like different bandits, giant rats, all sorts of different enemies that you can fight in here. And back in this area, there is going to be a mission for your character to go on that's going to be given to you from the townspeople. You're going to come back into here, and there is going to be a bandit hideout. That one of your first missions are going to be to get in that bandit hideout and destroy the head of the bandits. Now, that's not going to make all the bandits disappear, but it's going to make the lead ones disappear. So I went ahead and put this house in here, which looks pretty awesome. As you can see, it's old, it's run down. At night, the windows glow. The lighting looks really good. And then you're going to have to fight the bandit leader in here. So, okay, let's head over. I want to show you guys one other thing. You might have noticed up in here, let me grab my mouse. You might have noticed up in here, there's like some stats up here. I went ahead and added a clock, which tells what time it is, like it's 10 p.m. right now. Also, the amount of copper pieces that you have, but this is really what I want to show you guys. And that's the new food, water, and sleeping survival system that I promised to put in this game. So your character can hold up to 18 units of food, 18 units of water, and 18 units of sleep that are called morsels, cups, or cognition, depending on if it's food, water, or sleep. And as time goes on in the game, as I said in the previous developer log, the game is based on 24 hours. Every 60 seconds in real time equates to 2 hours of in-game time. Every 2 hours, you will lose 1 morsel of food, 1 cup of water, and 1 cognition of sleep. Okay? So once you hit 0 in any of these, your character will become hungry, or become thirsty, or become tired, sleepy. Once they hit -12, then they become starving, or dehydrated, or somnolent. That's kind of a hard word to say. And that can be seen over here in the skills menu, right here in the passive effects. So I don't have any passive effects at the moment, but that's where it shows up. And then, of course, you know, your character's stats change in real time as well. So what I'm going to do, let me show you guys over here. Okay, so here we are in the town of King's Landing. It's nighttime, and we're walking over to the local tavern called Morty's Tavern. We're going to go in here, and it's going to ask me, because it's after hours, you can knock on the door, and there we go. And he says, okay, we're open, come on in. So we're going to go ahead and enter here. And we go over here to Morty. And we say to Morty, and these are really old dialogue windows, so ignore these. But you're going to go ahead and rent a room. We're going to walk over here and walk in front of the fireplace and go to our room. Yes, I would like to enter my room. So, let's see here. We come over here. We're now in the room that we have rented. It is still 10 o'clock p.m. Copper, we had 100 pieces. Now we have 95. And as you can see here, in the food and water, we have 12 morsels and 12 cups. And the cognition is at 12 also. So what we're going to do is we're going to sleep in our bed until 6 a.m. And let me come over to the bed here. Okay, so, and of course I need to fix this, so don't worry about this, but it says sleep until, and you get to choose what time you want to sleep till. Because you're renting a room, you can only sleep until morning time. However, if you set up a camp, which I'll talk about in devlog number 3, because I'm not done with it yet, but you're going to be able to choose what time you want to wake up, or at least have a lot more freedom. But for now, because you're renting a room and Morty wants you out in the morning, you can only sleep until 6 a.m. So, to calculate how much sleep or how much food and water you're going to use while you're sleeping, you would take 10 a.m. and then you would say midnight is 1, 2 a.m. is 2, 4 a.m. would be 3, and then 6 a.m. would be 4. So when we go to sleep and we go to sleep at 10 p.m. and we wake up at 6 a.m., then we're going to use 4 morsels of food, because you, of course, digest your food while you're sleeping. You're going to use 4 cups of water, and then you're going to gain 4 cognition of sleep. So if I coded this properly, we should see 8, 8, and then what's 12 plus 4? 16. So let's go ahead and go to sleep. Sleep until 6 a.m. You slumber for the evening. Yay. Okay. So now it's the next morning, and we open up our window, and we have 8 morsels of food in our stomach, 8 cups of water in our stomach, and we have tons of sleep. We have 16 cognition of sleep. And this is basic, it's a very basic survival mechanic, but there's so much we can do with this. I'm really, really excited of just all the different directions we can go with this. In fact, what I'd like to do even is implement a system where enemies can get tired too. And if you attack them at certain times of the day, I think it would be cool that they are at a disadvantage. So just a lot of neat things that we can do with this. And I hope you guys like the direction this game is going in. And that's all I have for you for this 2 weeks. Devlog 3 should be out in another 2 to 3 weeks or so. And I'm just going to keep posting what I've been working on in this time. In the meantime, guys, again, thank you so much for all of your support. For those of you who are unfamiliar and have not wishlisted, please wishlist, because that really helps Age of Tribulation get a lot more advertising on Steam. And the more of you who join Discord, you're giving yourself a voice, and you can come talk to me on there, and you can tell me about what different kinds of things you would like to be implemented in the game. So that definitely, I'm really looking for player feedback. And yeah, that's it. I hope to hear from you guys soon on Discord or on Steam, and I will talk to you later. God bless.